Thank you for staying with us, and today we are recognizing families and friends who are coping with a difficult disorder. We are talking about epilepsy, and the month of November is Epilepsy Awareness Month, and joining us is Jen Von Cherry. She's an educator and an advocate and someone who has epilepsy as a part of her personal story. She probably looks familiar to you because she, of course, has been recognized as one of our remarkable women finalists, and we are always happy to have her back in our studio as she shares her story of resilience in education, as well as actionable ideas to support brain health in our community. So good to see you again.
Nice to see you again, too.
You spend a lot of time in our studio, and we're always happy to have you here.
Thank you.
So we are gearing up, of course, for Epilepsy Awareness Month. And what are some things, Jen Von, that you want people to understand about this disorder? We know that yours started as a result of a traumatic injury when you were 6 years old.
Yes. So I think what I really want people to know, how to support someone living with epilepsy. You can wear purple. Maybe you can either throw an event and it can raise money for the Epilepsy Foundation of America. You can come to an Epitome of Epilepsy event. It's all about awareness, education, and inspiration.
Yeah, and your event, this gala, is happening next month, and we'll tell folks dates and time and how they can participate, join, attend, or perhaps even be a sponsor.
Yes.
Epilepsy doesn't always come as a result of someone being born with a disorder. Yours happened because you actually were injured severely in your eye.
I was stabbed in the eye with a pencil by a classmate, and that started my epilepsy journey 36 years ago. But you can be diagnosed with epilepsy at any age.
It's had a serious impact on your ability to function, being unable to work for periods of time, unable to drive. But you're a thriving person who has done a lot of advocacy work. So what else should people know about maybe a family member or supporting someone who's received this diagnosis?
Everyone who has epilepsy doesn't require 911. Everyone who has a seizure, you don't automatically have to make sure that they are going to the EMS. A seizure that lasts between 3 to 5 minutes, that's an emergency. Normally, a seizure lasts between 30 to 60 seconds. After that, if they come out, it's okay. You know, let them recover, let them breathe, give them some air, water. But other than that, I think what people think is, oh my gosh, I need to call 911. But it's not always that serious, rather.
Yeah, and we know about these seizures with someone who has this diagnosis. It can present very differently.
Yes, it can. It can present. If you watch TV, you see grand mal seizures all the time, but there are so many people who struggle with, I have petite mal seizures, so I can be standing here talking to you and looking this way, and I may be quiet, and that's a seizure starting. I may not be falling on the ground, but there's so many types, 40 different types of seizures that people just may not be aware of.
Yeah, but we are giving a high five because you are nearly a year from having your last seizure, right?
I am almost 1 year. Yes, I'm really, really excited. I haven't been 1 year since last year, but I haven't reached this milestone in over 20 years, so I'm really, really excited.
And this, I imagine, speaks to some of the treatment and other protocols in place for you.
Yeah, I'm on new medication, and that new medication definitely has helped me decrease my seizure activity.
All right, well, we are glad to hear that. Of course, we have to tell folks about the gala that's coming up in November.
November 8th is our Jewels of Epilepsy Gala. It is at the Crown Plaza Hotel from 7 to 10. We will have amazing speakers, an amazing Jewel of Epilepsy that we're honoring. And this year, we're putting a spotlight on caregivers.
All right, we certainly can't do anything without them. Jen Von Cherry, thank you so much for sharing your story as always. And remember, folks, again, the month of November is Epilepsy Awareness Month. She is dressed beautifully in purple as a reminder, just one of the ways that you can support people and caregivers who've had this diagnosis. Of course, we want you to stay right here with us. There is more.